Watch this possession very carefully. Caitlin Clark drives to the basket right side, steps back, creates the space for a beautiful three-point shot. Look at the space that Caitlin was able to create. Doesn't this possession seem a little familiar? Oh, that's right, this play. With about 3.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, Stephen Curry was heavily guarded by Dillon Brooks. Behind the back, gets past Dillon Brooks and loses him. Step back, pump fake for a beautiful three. Look at how Caitlin Clark was able to create this space. Now look at how Stephen Curry was able to create this space. These two possessions are nearly identical, and the fact that a rookie in the WNBA can handle the rock, create the space just like Hall of Famer Stephen Curry does, just proves that the rise of the WNBA is here. Caitlin Clark is the most popular WNBA player, but that's an understatement. Caitlin Clark right now is the most popular woman athlete that every sports fan is talking about, and the WNBA needs to be thankful for all the attention that she's bringing to the league. Stephen Curry is known as the greatest shooter of all time, and the publicity that Stephen Curry brings to the NBA, it's absolutely insane, and the NBA needs to be thankful for that as well. But is Stephen Curry Caitlin Clark's NBA comparison? We've seen Caitlin Clark knock down far-range three-point shots, insane three-pointers off the screen. Sometimes she's shooting over 2 defenders. It's true, most of the highlights we see about Caitlin Clark is all of her insane three-point shooting, and that's just like Steph. All of Stephen Curry's highlights are his insane three-point shots, his amazing and also funny after scoring celebration, and that's the same that we see about Caitlin Clark. But as sad as I'm gonna say this right now, Stephen Curry is not Caitlin Clark's NBA comparison. There is another NBA player that Caitlin plays more like. These are Caitlin Clark's stats, averaging 18.7 points per game, 5.6 rebounds, 8.4 assists, 1.4 steals, 0.8 blocks. Comparing to Stephen Curry's stats, Steph averages 26.4 points, 4.5 rebounds, 5.1 assists, 0.7 steals, and 0.4 blocks. It's pretty obvious the difference here is Stephen Curry clearly scores and averages more points than Caitlin Clark, but what makes Caitlin Clark stand out the most is not her scoring, not even her crazy three-point shots, it's her passing ability. The fact that Caitlin Clark is averaging 8.4 assists per game in her rookie season bodes well to telling us how amazing of a passer she already is in her rookie season, and soon she'll be averaging double-digit assists as she continues on in the league. With that being said, the best Caitlin Clark NBA comparison is not Steph Curry, it is Tyrese Halliburton. Just to note this and get out of the way, Caitlin Clark plays for the Indiana Fever and Tyrese Halliburton plays for the Indiana Pacers. They both play for Indiana, but that's not the reason why Tyrese is Caitlin's comparison. It's simple and it's straightforward. It's simply because of the passing ability. Last season, Tyrese averaged 20.1 points a game, 3.9 rebounds, 10.9 assists, leading the NBA, 1.2 steals, and 0.7 blocks. With Tyrese Burton being the best passer in the league in terms of stats, and Caitlin Clark as well being recognized as the best passer in the WNBA due to stats, it makes more sense that Tyrese is Caitlin's comparison because they're great point guards. Look at this play by Tyrese Halliburton on how he finds his teammate. This is what makes Tyrese Halliburton special, not because he scores 30 points a game, which he doesn't. Now look at this play on how Caitlin Clark finds her teammates. The passing ability is evident, and the passing skill is what sets Caitlin Clark apart. And that's also what sets Tyrese apart as well. Caitlin Clark's NBA comparison is Tyrese Halliburton. Thank you SeatGeek for sponsoring our channel. The NBA season is soon to begin, and you need to get your cheap tickets today on SeatGeek. They've got tickets to every game already, preseason games, even the WNBA playoffs is around the corner. SeatGeek has tickets for everybody, and they also have tickets to concerts, any other event as well, and of course, other sports. SeatGeek is giving Easy Buckets fans a discount promo code. If you want to get your cheap tickets on SeatGeek, which is already a good deal, use my code EasyBuckets to get $20 off your first purchase, and then that means your cheap tickets, you heard me right, just got even cheaper. Use my code today on the app or the website. Get your cheap tickets today on SeatGeek. A'ja Wilson right now is recognized as one of the best players in the WNBA because of her dominancy. She can do everything on the court, and more importantly, when looking at her stats, you're gonna be mind blown to the numbers that she puts up as a WNBA player. This season, A'ja Wilson's numbers: 27.5 points per game, 12 rebounds per game, 2.4 assists per game, 1.9 steals per game, 2.7 blocks per game, shooting 52.6% at the field goal, 34.6% at the three-point line, and 85% at the free throw. If these numbers were an NBA player's numbers, NBA fans would go insane. And that is exactly what A'ja Wilson is doing right now in the WNBA. She is dominating anybody that tries to guard her. She's a forward that plays for the Las Vegas Aces, and because of A'ja Wilson, they're one of the top teams in the entire league. A'ja Wilson's NBA comparison is simple. It's Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is dominant in the NBA. He can score on the inside, he can score from the outside, and can do everything both on the offensive end of the floor and the defensive end of the floor. As of right now, A'ja Wilson is going for her third MVP award, and with her being recognized in the league already as one of the best, most valuable players, that is the exact same view that the NBA has for Joel Embiid. A'ja Wilson and Joel Embiid's efficiency stands out to me. Wilson averages 52.6% at the field goal. Joel Embiid is 52.9%. Wilson shoots 34% from the three-point line. Joel Embiid shoots 38% from the three-point line. Wilson shoots 85% at the free throw line, and Joel Embiid shoots 88% from the free throw line. These numbers are almost identical. If you're watching this video, you have to understand that in the WNBA, there are dominant women taking over the league just as Joel Embiid is in the NBA, and A'ja Wilson is the perfect example. Breanna Stewart right now is recognized as the best player in the WNBA because of the impact that she has on her team. She's an all-around player. She's also a captain for the team, a vocal leader. Breanna Stewart averages 20.5 points per game, 8.7 rebounds per game, 3.9 assists per game, 1.8 steals per game, 1.3 blocks per game. And the team that she plays for is the New York Liberties, who is the best team in the WNBA. They have the best regular season standings, and they're favorites to win the championship. With her all-around game type of play, her NBA comparison is Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic right now is recognized as the best player in the NBA, and with Breanna Stewart also in the same conversation for the WNBA, it makes perfect sense that Nikola is Breanna's comparison. The Denver Nuggets won the 2023 NBA championship, and even though they didn't win in 2024, they're still recognized as one of the best teams in the NBA. And with the New York Liberty being recognized as the best team in the WNBA, Breanna Stewart is the main person for the New York Liberty, Nikola Jokic is the main person for the Denver Nuggets. The WNBA regular season is about to come to a close, and Breanna Stewart is the favorite to win MVP. And who just recently won the MVP award in the NBA? It was Nikola Jokic. Brittany Griner is one of the most popular WNBA players because she was all over the social media news last year. Brittany Griner was known for her detainment in Russia, and a lot of fans were worried that she wouldn't be able to return to the United States to play in the WNBA, but guess what? She's in the league playing for the Phoenix Mercury, and she's played basketball better than ever. Brittany Griner is the tallest center in the WNBA. She stands at 6'9", and so far this season, she's averaging 18.3 points per game, 6.3 rebounds, 2.2 assists, and 1.6 blocks per game. Her NBA comparison is Victor Wembanyama, and the reason why I'm giving Victor as her comparison is because of the height. Victor Wembanyama is the tallest player in the NBA, listed at 7'4", and Brittany is the tallest woman in the WNBA, being listed at 6'9". This is a simple and easy comparison. So who is Stephen Curry's WNBA comparison? It's quite simple. It's Sabrina Ionescu. Last year in the NBA All-Star Weekend, we had the opportunity to watch Steph versus Sabrina at a three-point contest of an NBA player and a WNBA player, and it makes perfect sense that these two players are each other's comparison when comparing leagues. Sabrina is known in the WNBA as the best shooter in the league. She also plays for the New York Liberty, the best team in the WNBA. And with the popularity that Sabrina brought to the WNBA, it can be compared to how Stephen Curry brings a lot of attention to the NBA. Look at this play by Sabrina and how she gets up her shot. Very nice, right behind the line. Her body is fully set for a great three-point form. Her three-point shot looks incredible. Of course, look at how Stephen Curry shoots. It's a flawless stroke. Steph's shot looks absolutely beautiful, and so does Sabrina. And with Steph and Sabrina being stars in their leagues, this comparison just makes sense. The rise of the WNBA is incredible. I gotta give Caitlin Clark a lot of credit, and WNBA players need to as well. And we're seeing that these WNBA players are actually amazing. They put up numbers, they put up great stats. So NBA fans out there, you have to know that there are players in the WNBA that actually can play seriously. For real, they can, and the numbers prove it. But who is your favorite WNBA player, and who is their NBA comparison? I want to know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Let's get a conversation going. Caitlin Clark is my favorite WNBA player, and I just made a video on how she is finally getting what she wants in the WNBA. You have to check out this most recent video I made to get all of the details. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets.